Malaysia's federal debt is only going to get bigger. Can Putrajaya rein in its spending?
So Malaysia's national debt is set to hit 1.7 trillion by 2030, up from 1.3 trillion today. So how much is 1.7 trillion? Come Merdeka, every adult is getting 100 ringgit, which cost the government 2 billion. So the 1.7 trillion debt burden, if shared among everyone getting the 100 ringgit, would mean we would each owe 85,000 ringgit.
Cindy says this growing debt should come as no surprise, despite Putrajaya's narrative that the rate of new debt accumulation has slowed, as demonstrated by the figures for 2024 versus 2023.
The government says it's borrowing less than before, but admits that debt will keep climbing for as long as budgets are in deficit. That basically means spending more than they earn. So Malaysia has had budget deficit since 1998. That's 27 years now. By 2030, it's going to be 32 years. We have a deficit because revenues are only enough to cover operating expenditures, which means we need to borrow to fund development expenditure, things that help power future growth.
Cindy notes that fiscal reforms, long overdue, present a difficult balancing act for the government.
When tabling the 13th Malaysia Plan, Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim likened fiscal reforms to pulling hair from flour. Delicate reforms to raise revenue, cut waste and retarget subsidies without hurting the people. Going by numbers in the 13th Malaysia Plan, Malaysia's budget deficit is set to fall 3% of GDP by 2030 from 4.1% in 2024 and targeted 3.8% this year. So Malaysia looks set to add another 400 billion to national debt between 2026 to 2030, and it's hopeful that growth and reforms that doesn't disturb the flour too much can keep Malaysia's finances sustainable.